100 different beers at this festival. You paid your $57, and they gave you a 5-ounce glass. It kind of looked like a shot glass. And then you could walk around this baseball park on the outside and sample all these different beers. Now, they had everything from the college classics of PBR, Natty Light, Bud Light, you know, the good stuff, to the more manly Yingling, Guinness, you know, the stuff like that. And then they had every craft brew in between. I had a coconut stout, it was an IPA that had a sock of habaneros in it that was spicy. It was really interesting. And then they had some beverage, some of you might know, it's called Four Loko. I'm still trying to figure out why that was at a beer festival. But we drank it anyways because it was just on the way to the next line. Now, I emphasize the number of beers here because, like beer, there's so many possibilities with what you can do with your life. Now, if you're like me and you enjoy a good porter or a stout, you know, the strong, dark stuff, puts hair on your chest, life is too short to be drinking the IPAs that give you a bitter taste in your mouth just because it's the trendy thing to do. Now, in my few short years of drinking beer especially, I have narrowed my drinks down to 3 drinks. My first drink would be Guinness. This was the first beer I ever actually enjoyed. I drank it and I was like, wait, this is a beer I don't hate. And this surprised me because it's so milky and just delicious. I mean, I enjoyed it. And you get full off like 1 or 2 and then you're good. I mean, it's kind of a cheap drink. But it's just a manly drink. Just when I think of what a man drinks, I think of a dark beer. So that was my first beer I ever enjoyed. Second one, no one has ever heard of in this room. I promise you that. It is called the Brick Battleship Porter. This hails from Copper Harbor, Michigan, the most northern city in Michigan. And to me, this beer represents like free-spiritedness and just being a man in the wilderness. This is in the middle of nowhere, just gorgeous, raw masculinity. And that is why the Brick Battleship is my second drink. Now, my third drink is water. Because you can never overdo water. I mean, you can, but really, realistically, you can't. And you always go back to water. You will always drink water again. You cannot go wrong with water. I love water. You can swim. I mean, it's a versatile beverage. You can swim in it. You're not going to buy enough Guinness to swim in. So water is my third drink. Now, this relates to life. Because with drinking, if you don't like the beer you're drinking, you can set it down and grab something different. And that's great because in life, when you make a decision, and it's a decision you may not like, you can always put that aside and make another decision to move on a path that you find more applicable to who you want to be. So next time you reach for a beer, ask yourself the question, is this for me? But more importantly, when you make a life decision, ask yourself, is this for me? Thank you.